A new clean and green energy source is being harnessed in remote central Australia, which could be the answer to the country's future electricity needs. Australian company Geodynamics believes it can generate thousands of megawatts each year from hot granite rocks buried deep underground. This is the sound of Mother Earth letting off steam. The noisy flow of steam demonstrates the incredible natural power of the underground resource. And at 250 degrees Celsius, the buried hot rocks have the potential to produce some of the world's cleanest electricity.
We have now a demonstration that we can extract heat from the earth. You see that by the virtue of the steam. We know that Habanero 1 and Habanero 2 can talk together underground. There's connection between the two wells. That combined with the scope of the resource we know is here is quite significant. This shows that we can have potentially here a very large power generation project, zero emission on the scale of coal-fired power stations.
Geodynamics' Hot Fractured Rocks project is located near Inaminka in South Australia, at one of the hottest non-volcanic spots on Earth. It's a known geothermal resource with thermal energy in the first 1,000 metres of hot rocks, producing the equivalent of 50 billion barrels of oil, or nearly twice the entire oil reserves of the USA.
Where we've come now is just amazing. We've actually got a resource here that's far in excess of what we expected. Things have turned out, the underground resources turned out to be much better than we could even imagine.
2 wells have been drilled into 350 million-year-old granite rocks to access the heat held in the hot rocks. It's an ancient underground system which is poised to produce a modern energy source. Water is pumped nearly 5 kilometres down one of Australia's deepest wells, Habanero 1, and forced under pressure through the underground heat exchanger, which was created by opening up existing cracks in the granite. This underground heat exchanger has a number of important geological aspects which make it special. It's horizontal and it's huge, about 7 times larger than the company first expected. As the water flows through the hot rocks, it heats up and is returned to the surface through the production well, Habanero 2. The heat is used to generate power through a standard geothermal power plant. The scope for providing baseload power on a major scale is enormous.
The resource potential in this region, in this 1,000 square kilometre area, to be enough electricity produced to provide all of Australia's electricity needs at current consumption rates for 70 years.
Geodynamics has attracted some big hitters amongst its shareholders, including top ASX companies Woodside Petroleum and Origin Energy, which together hold about 30% of the company. Origin Energy recently agreed to take 50% of the power to be produced in a future 200 megawatt power plant.
This is very exciting what I've seen today. The size of the resource we believe is huge, and the question is how you economically extract it. I think we're seeing very encouraging signs today that it can be extracted from an engineering point of view. The next challenge is to prove the economics.
Geodynamics is now working through a 3-month program to test the underground reservoir, after which the company will have enough data to prove up the economics. Modelling suggests that a scale-up power plant will produce electricity for around the same price as coal-fired power, at about 4 cents a kilowatt hour. The economics of power generation will be enhanced as Geodynamics has the exclusive rights to the Kalina cycle, which produces 20 to 40% more power from the heat compared to existing technology. Studies have shown that the remoteness of the location is not an economic handicap. The cost of connecting to the grid is between half a cent and 1 cent per kilowatt hour transmitted.
The potential here is really in the thousands of megawatts. Of course, we have to take a few steps to get there. The first step will be in the order of 3 to 5 megawatts, and then we will go in jumps from, let's say, 50 to 150 to 250, and then after that to a larger jump to your 1,000 megawatts.
Australia is looking for ways to reduce its greenhouse gas emissions amid rising environmental concerns. Geodynamic's Hot Fractured Rocks program is on track to provide the answers we're looking for. To create emission-free energy in abundance from a natural energy source.